Well, hello, Kerbal and welcome back to the space program. Last time, in fact, for the most previous videos, I've just simply been trying to find a way to land on the Mun with my current designs. I've done some practicing off-screen, and I think I have maneuvers down. But I am going to roll back, I think, to the Stellar 4, or 5 here, whatever it was. I want to look at them. So this is the Stellar 4. I think that was a pretty good design, if I'm not mistaken. And the Stellar 5. The Stellar 6 I don't care for. It's just an absolutely ridiculous design. This is the Stellar 5. That's right, I tried to expand it, make it a little bit taller. How well did this one do? What do I want to do? By the way, this is just going to be, again, another slow video. I have RCS thrusters now. So really, what did I unlock with that last tier? Fuel tank for the RCS thrusters and that. I thought I unlocked some other stuff. Hang on. I have to know for certain. And when amp, you're still not working with me here? Actually, I think that's what I unlocked last time. You know what? There is one thing I think I can do. For some more science points. Let me try and fix this again. It's supposed to be a shortcut, Control A, to make it so that this thing is always on top. But for some reason it doesn't work. Let me try one more thing and then I'm just gonna say fuck it. Control A for always on top. Oh well. I guess this video we don't get to know what song is playing on Soma FM. For some reason it started acting weird. I don't know. I had it working good for like one video. Okay, so here I think I need to put... So I don't need RCS, that's only really good on the lander. I'm gonna put one more fuel tank extension. Okay. It's tempting to put another fuel tank extension down here too. Up here I'll do RCS. That might make this thing too tall, too unwieldy. I wonder if I could move these down here. Okay, that works. I just don't want a whole bunch of weight up top. And these things weigh, what? How much do they weigh? 0.15. That adds up. Put these around in a ring. I think I'm gonna put more rockets on here, because you can never go wrong with more rockets, right? Snap that there, and then just some of these little ones. So they'll go with this group, and then this group will pop off, and then that group, and then that group, and then we're gonna be good to go. So this is gonna be the Stellar 5 B. This is where we backtracked to it, because the direction we had been going was not very good. And I hate I hate the thought of building a rocket from scratch again, just because I would have to test it multiple times. Okay. Fire all of those. Am I firing the center 3? Yes, I am. Or the center stack. That might be one thing that I look into not firing right off the bat. I'll see how high these expendable ones can get me and then cut them loose and then fire these. Get ready to cut stage 7 and go. Got to get our mun skippers going. Stage 6 is 10%. Prepare to cut it loose. Go. And yeah, I better throttle up. Damn. Gusfield, you're asleep at the wheel, man. It looks completely confused. I'm gonna begin a little bit of a turn. Not much. Nothing too crazy just yet. Stage 5 fuel is 60%. I got so much space junk out there. Oh yeah, and one thing I wanted to do that I forgot is I want to recover these rockets. At least the one on the ground here. Someone said it might still have science points in it waiting for me. I think it was Slackster that said that. Alright, 40,000. If I can make it to 70,000, everything will be good. Fuel's at 30%. So if I can make it to 70,000, I can just kind of coast there. I'll go 75. Okay. Let's say we got about 25% fuel left. Now, let's try to set a maneuver. I have a minute to get this set up. So, a minute 26. From that point, I just want to burn. Until I get an orbit that somewhat no. It needs to be a little bit higher. 71. Actually, just keep burning. Even though I'm sure I won't have enough fuel for that. 11.28. Okay. My angle is pretty damn good. And I gotta get this rocket into position. So, this kind of worries me. That makes me think that I'm gonna actually end up burning up in the atmosphere. 37 seconds. Oh boy, this whole burn is going to be screwed up because I'm going to run out of fuel here and jettison it. It's going to recalculate it, but it's not going to turn out right. I don't think maneuvers like it when you have to separate your stage. T-minus 10 seconds. 8 seconds. A little bit premature there. And fire. That is a lot of meters per second that I have to shave off. Or add up, actually. 2,500. Feeling excited yet, Gus? You're going to the mun. I can guarantee you now. Prepare to separate stage 5. Fuel is at 3%. 1%. Out. Holy shit, I forgot that it was this long. We have 2 minutes and 30 seconds of burning to do. And I better keep my eye on this. Should I slide this over to my current position? Because I don't think this is right. Yeah, I'm currently falling into the fucking atmosphere. See, that did not happen on my trajectory here. well, whatever. It's gone now, isn't it? Just like my hopes of getting to the Mun. God damn it. The unfortunate thing is, anyone who could explain maneuvers to me won't be able to tell me for multiple videos, because I think I've uploaded video 2, and this is video 7. Or maybe 8. Thankfully, I don't think I got into the atmosphere. I think we just barely skimmed it. We did a perilous dive directly towards Kerbin, basically. That's what I'm going to say in my report anyways. Then we pulled out and shot to the Mun. Just don't stop burning. 148. My periapsis finally shows its face. Wonder how far out I can take this from here. I'll angle back down. That should help my periapsis. No, not that way. So I may have to do a few orbits around Kerbin before I get picked up by the Mun anyways. And this thing just wants to rock back. 50% fuel. Still not out of the atmosphere on our return flight. 2.3. I think I'll angle way down. And there we go. Periapsis still sucks. 11.36. I guess that's close enough. And we are going really fast. The problem is I talk too much and let these things die. I need to just shut my mouth more. Once we get here, we'll do another prograde burn and extend that orbit out a little bit. Maybe extend it quite a ways out, depending on how much fuel it takes. Okay. That flipped pretty quick. Wait. Why is that shrinking? Everything on here just flipped for some reason. There we go. No wonder, I think I accidentally clicked on that, or for some reason it switched on me. Now we're gonna burn prograde in our orbit, instead of compared to the surface of Kerbin. Wonder how many Kerbals have died due to that mistake. Unfortunately, I'm going to be coming in that way. Okay. We still have a really good amount of fuel to slow down. I'm kind of glad we went back to this design. I think it was a wise idea. And look, we're going to get picked up by the Mun. We're going to come in really close. 525. I'll shrink that down. I'll shrink that down soon. Get smoke in my eye. It's about the worst part of this habit. I think it's enough to make even Clint Eastwood cry. At least a little itty bitty tear. Okay, Mun. Gusfield is coming in. There we go. And I need to slow way down. Unfortunately, we're going to be coming in on the dark side, aren't we? This is where those damn lights would be handy. I might be able to adjust that though, now that I think about it. Okay. Let's begin just a slow burn to shrink this. Unless I can get this to fling me off towards Minmus. Which, no, it's not going to. Stay on target. Yeah, Minmus is way up in a different plane anyways. I've been to Minmus before. But it has been quite a long time. Okay. Periapsis is at 58. Let's see if I can shrink this down enough that I can maintain an actual orbit. I can manipulate it to land on the bright side. Nope. Not gonna happen. This is where we're coming in. At least we're already somewhat slow. Man, this really just wants to fling us back out into orbit. Let's just straighten it up a little bit. It's having a seizure. How much fuel? A decent amount. I was just thinking I could have fixed that so that I did come in on the bright side, and it wouldn't take much fuel. At least I have an idea. I'm gonna do it. I have to. And there we go. Actually, there we go. We'll come in really low here, but start to kill speed. And it should work. Okay, that's a bit too low, I think. 22,000. Yeah, see, if I was to try and stop here, it might not just be bad news. Like, what if I get here and then try to stop? We're slowing down at all? Yes, we are. So maybe right about here, I'll start to slow down. In fact, let's try a maneuver. Right here. Okay. Looks good to me. I've put my hands, my life in the hands of this maneuver here, or at least Gus Field's. Estimated burn time is only going to be 25 seconds. Which there's a part of me that doesn't really believe that. Okay, get ready. If I can actually land on the Mun and come back with samples, I might even be able to unlock 2 items from the next tier. Okay. 2-minute countdown. This has to be executed flawlessly, Gusfield. Fuel is at 15%. If you panic, it's over with. We'll alert you at 30 seconds, Gus. It's 30 seconds already. Take a drink. And be prepared for any last-minute updates from the navigational computer if you have to separate stages. There may not be 25 seconds of fuel left in there. Okay. Also, I don't think this is going to be right. I think maybe I should have been burning long before this. Because can I really just drop straight down? Well, at the very least, I'll be close. Yeah, maybe I should have started firing my engines a little bit beforehand. Okay. We still have about 5% fuel left. Gus, do not blow this. Let's kill this. I don't need it. And yes, again, it is kind of stressful. I want Gus to come back alive because I don't want to have to keep researching rockets with these parts that I've got. I'm kind of tired of it. Okay, we will begin to decelerate around 80,000. And we'll do another manual realignment then.
Oh, there's that music again. It means Rusty's going to be asking for money. But if we didn't ask for your support, we'd have to play 3 or 4 minutes of commercials an hour, and that would make me want to tune out. It'd make me want to tune out. So wouldn't you rather just support some if we want to keep commercial-free radio on the air? We're hoping you will.
Me too, because I like listening to Soma FM. Unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to be able to land, or at least get as close as I want to with just these engines. I'm guessing the last 10,000 feet or so will have to be done with the lander module. We get another burn at 30,000. I think we have about now maybe 5% fuel left. Okay. Full burn. I want to see what we can squeeze out of this thing. Kill it for a second. Let's see what we can observe here. 75. We'll transmit it. Only 20% though. I should have been using this more often. 15 science. Not bad. 25,000. Will it all be for naught, folks? Curbston and everyone there is holding their breath. They've all put countless hours into research to make this work. And Gus couldn't be more excited, more thrilled to be here. Let's see, give me a crew report, Gus. Looks really beat up with craters. Don't bother to transmit that, .1. No, thank you. They've heard enough about this view before. We know it's gray. There's craters. Sometimes it's bright, sometimes it's not. When to begin my final burn? Probably about 10,000, kind of like I thought. This engine will cut out at 9,000. I have to guess. It's how I train myself, my instincts. Do it all by gut feeling. Isn't that right, Gus? Burn. I was way off there. Okay, separate. Put the gear down. And let's kill the throttle on that engine. Better speed that up. We've got to slow down a little bit more. Come on. A lot more. So that was far closer than I thought it was going to be. Got some sideways momentum. I don't think I'm going to have enough fuel to get back, though, still. I do have RCS thrusters, though. Those will help somewhat. Okay. And... We're down. No, don't tip over! I don't know if this one can right itself. Oh, damn. Well, no wonder. This is gonna be tricky. I'm probably gonna get stuck here. Even after all that. But this is one of the things all Kerbal Knots train for again. I gotta get those two legs to catch. Okay. RCS, can you help? No, just kill the engines. It's not gonna work. Oh, shit. I can't get Gus out of here until I either break a leg or right this thing. What if it would help if I actually just came down the mountain? How far do I have to go? Not that far. I'd be able to do it if it wasn't for this RCS canister here. Okay. Is this a viable method? Yes. Good job, Gusfield. You have pioneered a new recovery maneuver. We will call that the Gusfield method. Provided your rocket doesn't tip over. Oh well, hopefully it's stable and secure. I'm not sure. Let's do another crew report. Value of 20. We'll transmit all of that. Observe the mystery goo. That's 31.1. We'll use that. And this one. Oh, we're going to transmit from all of them. Maybe not. I want to wait until I get my other samples back in. Gus, it's time to get out. Yeah, you might as well just let go. And thankfully he will be able to jump back up there. So what do we got? 19.2. I'll keep it. 75. Keep that. Let's plant this flag. What is this? Mun landing number 4? I doubt you can rename these things. What was this? I can't even remember if it was the Stellar 4 or 5. I think it was the Stellar 5. Stellar 5B. Yeah, maybe. Did he have enough fuel? I don't know. He didn't land around any rocks, really. Nothing scenic. If we had jetpacks, I'd like fly to the top of this hill or something. But I'm curious if we can even get him back now. This is a scary moment. No, Gus, you had it. There we go. Okay. I'm not going to transmit these samples until I'm absolutely sure that we're not going to make it back. So, everything's ready, I guess. Full throttle. Get those landing gear up. And all I want to do is burn straight. Till maybe about 50,000. Because I need to get back on this side, otherwise I'm going to be flung out into space, probably. So... let's go this way. It's 100 and... I don't think it's going the right way, but what the hell. I think I'm fighting gravity here. This is dumb. Oh well, it's too late to change it now. I'd have to waste too much fuel to change my momentum. So, what we're going to do here... I have 15 minutes to decide this. No, that's way too much. There's no good way for me to get back, is there? A 27-second burn. 30-second. I doubt I have that much fuel. Okay. That's obviously not going to work. But... what's the shortest burn that would get me out of orbit here? Right there, still a 25-second burn. I don't have 25 seconds worth of fuel. I have to find another alternative. And I've got 15 minutes to do it, so... that's not gonna work. How long would I have to do? No, that wouldn't work either, obviously. Hang on, cancel you. Do a burn there. So that's a 7-second burn. It still doesn't help me. Pretty sure Gus is screwed. And I'm almost positive it has to do because of the way I burned. If I would have went this way, I could have been flung off there, most likely. What if I burn here? That's a 20-second burn, which I, again, probably don't have enough fuel for. How can I get my orbit just to expand? Is it possible for me to get him into orbit? It's still a really long burn. That didn't really shorten the length of time at all. Well, there was a 20-second burn. 22. Again, I doubt I have this much time, but I've got to try to shave off every second that I can. This would at least put me in an orbit. There we go. Okay, let's see if this one will work. I'm almost positive it won't. But Gusfield isn't going to give up yet. And if this is the case, then that means this lunar module most likely cannot get off the Mun at all. Which is very disheartening, which means I need to lighten the load significantly. Less batteries, maybe less research modules. Oh shit. And I just drug my recording window. God damn it. Well, it doesn't matter. Can I fix that? That's interesting. I didn't know I could drag that. Okay. And we're out of fuel. What about my RCS thrusters? Can I use that at all? I'm gonna need to burn for days on end. Say, are they firing? Now, how do I use... There we go, H. So that might help somewhat. Maybe get them into some type of orbit. I'm not gonna give up on them, damn it. Question is, how much fuel do I have? 90% left. I'm gonna give it to him. He can have that much fuel, and then if he lives or dies... I think he's gonna live, though. In fact, if I was a more optimistic man, I might say that he could even get home with RCS thrusters. If I played my points right here. But again, that might be really optimistic. What are we down to? 75%? Okay, probably not. Obviously, the RCS thrusters can stay. In fact, I probably should have used them for landing. Just about to achieve orbit. Okay. So how could I expand this even more? I still have 67% fuel. So let's kill this maneuver. What if on this one? Actually, what if on this one? What if I accelerate? Not that much. I can't burn for days here. Well, that's not acceptable. There's no way out of this. What if at this one I accelerate? How much do I have to accelerate? Okay, well that's not gonna help me. Whatever, we're gonna try it. I might as well. Why am I not locked onto that? It's kind of awkward. I don't want the MUN to be my focus, you bastard. Oh well, we're coming up on the trajectory soon. I'm still locked into it. Can't believe I'm going to be trying to do this with RCS thrusters. This is such a dumb idea. I'm going to have to burn for 5 days. Surely those calculations are wrong. It even says the node is in the wrong time. This is growing. And yes, I know this is not the most thrilling thing in the world. They're still firing? Okay. If you don't care about Gus, you're free to leave. I'm gonna end the video after this. This will be another useless, wasted video. I found out a decent amount about this rocket design. I think that there's still some things I could add to it. I'm not even paying attention to my marker here. It doesn't matter. be honest. Now maybe I could actually get my periapsis here and then just do a prograde burn. And somehow get sent back to Kerbin. Okay, kind of like this. I'll get flung out and into it. Is my hope. Okay. And let's go. Not gonna follow my marker this time. Because it doesn't matter. We're on our own path now. Gusfield, if you do manage to come back, I swear I will set him up with his own little lunar module pod in front of the base somewhere. Something special will have to be done with him. Yeah, my target's all over the place. One small step for a Kerbal, more like it. Resources down to 24% fuel. Mun Apoapsis is not quite at 1,000,000 yet. This is tense. Question is, how far out do I have to get? At least leave me with 10% fuel to shrink my orbit around Kerbin. That's all I'm asking for, 10%. Maybe? Okay. So what I'll do is I'll get here. Actually, now I'm curious, which one should I burn at? Let's erase that. And what if I did a maneuver at the periapsis here to do a burn? No. So it's at the apoapsis, right? Damn, those things are just all over the place. Is there any trajectory that brings me back home? That one gets me shot out by the Mun. Okay. Do I need to think in reverse here? No. Okay, at this rate, I don't think there is any way that I can get home. Damn it, I really don't want to get picked up by the Mun and flung again. But it's possible that getting picked up by the Mun could be the only way I'm ever going to get back. This is kind of fun. Is one of my keys stuck? There we go. It's like everything I was clicking on was trying to be set as the target or something. So, Gusfield has transferred to a Kerbin orbit. Unfortunately, he is a long way out there. I'm gonna check this maneuver again. What was that? See, I can't burn that long. This is just... I keep hoping one of these twists is going to throw me right into Kerbin. I'll keep waiting. And okay, so we're going to get picked up and flung all the way out there, which could be beneficial, believe it or not. Because I'll be able to use a small chunk of fuel to really shrink this. There we go. As long as I don't get killed. We come within 1.5 million miles or meters of it. And now we've transitioned to an even further out orbit. Gus, it's a shame you don't have more fuel. I could almost get you to Minmus. From here, we're going to want to do... Let me check this. Prograde burn, right? God, that's 3 days worth of it, though. What the hell was this? That might actually be something worth looking at. Periapsis, almost. That's still 1 day's worth. That's what I want right there. That's right in the atmosphere. So if this works, which it won't, Gus should be coming home. I just have to make sure I don't really overshoot this. Seven hours. Might need to speed that up a bit. One last sip of the Kerbal Courage juice. And this mission is about to be underway. And... see, it's already off target there. Which again makes me think I've set these things up incorrectly. I don't understand them. Maybe it means I should start burning already? What's happening to my orbit? 8%. Probably not going to have enough. 6%. God damn it. I got my 10%, but it still wasn't enough. I'm sorry, Gusfield. Unless some freak occurrence happens while I'm fast forwarding time before I end the video, I'm pretty sure you're screwed. And he's out. Got so close to it. Which means it could still possibly happen. Might as well kill that. And I want to see what happens to Gus, because he is on an unstable orbit. It's something I don't really have any of my other Kerbals on. There we go, we're getting picked up. We're going to be flung really close to Kerbin. Is it possible that he could make it home? I don't care about that anymore. Our periapsis will be at 200 million. And we will still be on an intersect course with the Mun to screw things up. Your life is in the hands of fate now, Gus. There we go. We almost got tweaked with again. If I just had more fuel, just a little more fuel. Our orbit's being thrown further out. This is interesting, but... which one of these is gonna take me home? Not this one. All I'm doing is continuing to pick up speed. This is called slingshotting, I believe. If I wanted to leave the solar system or something and conserve as much fuel as possible, I would try to set up a transition system like this. Hello, Minimus. Please don't screw with us. All Gus is trying to do is get home. Did we get flung out of alignment? Maybe a little bit. I'll give Gus a few more. There we go. Except I think Gus is gonna die. No? Holy crap, and we're gone. We just got yo-yoed right out of Kerbin orbit. Son of a bitch. Well, Gus, you can take some space readings from out there. You still have a little bit of electric charge left. Where does our path take us? Doesn't take us near any other planets, unfortunately. I'm gonna wait till we are basically on the opposite side of Kerbin's orbit, and then I'll take some readings. 365 still. This is kind of depressing. Ooh, wow, this is worth 110. I am gonna broadcast that. Let's see, review stored data. I don't know if it's worth the charge. I'll keep that. Broadcast this. Crew report. That's worth 55. While in space, high over the sun. Broadcast that. Definitely broadcast this. I'm glad I brought along a bunch of batteries. Is my electrical charge draining at all? It better not be. I'll get a little bit further away and then do a few more readings. So I guess you get the honor of being the first Kerbal officially lost to space, as well as the highest flying and the farthest reaching Kerbal of all time. Yeah, I'd be a little bit scared too, but don't worry. Maybe 10 or 20 years down the road, we'll have a rescue team able to come pick you up. It's also possible that he could get picked back up by Kerbin, but I doubt it. More likely he'll get slingshotted by it out to another planet, or just out into the middle of nowhere. You know what? I gotta try this. Gus, we need an EVA report from you. I know you probably don't want to, but... So I want to rotate it so I don't screw the controls up. What do you have to say? Ooh, we'll keep that. That's worth a lot. You kind of feel small right now. Well, wasn't in space, high over the sun. Broadcast that. Just keep that. I don't think I have enough charge for any more research messages, which makes me kind of sad. I'll try to broadcast this and see what happens. Nope. 16 science. So, Space Center. We're considering Gus a complete loss at this point. He's adrift in space, powerless, with no fuel. Someday, I guess we'll have to get him back, but for now, we've got 301 science points, which is a lot. Got heavier rocketry, specialized control, the Mark 1 lander can. These could be really useful. The Mark 1-2 command pod has a maximum crew of 3. cylindrified monopropellant tank, and a larger parachute. We've also got specialized construction, hitchhiker storage containers, adapters, more adapters, docking ports, which is kind of exciting, a stacked bicoupler, which I would probably find useful, or we could get a few of these, say advanced flight control, electronics, which I'm interested in. In fact, yes, let's get electronics. That way my research vessels can at least recharge. Don't much care about ladders yet, or landing gear. So let's see, what do we got? Liquid fuel engine, more of them. Rockomax 2477, another tiny engine. What is this? Probe engine, or probe fuel tanks and stuff, I think. Tordial fuel tank, stack decoupler. More science. A better rechargeable battery. Some better solar power cells. Tempting. And what do we have here? Press mat barometer. Telus mobility enhancer. I would basically completely bypass that for now, basically. I really like the prospect of lander items here. The capsule was designed for lightweight, non-atmospheric landers and seats a single occupant. Features a novel full-body crumple zone technology. Don't much care about anything else, though. A large SAS module. I think I'm gonna get heavier rocketry. What do we have here? Nuclear something and more rocketry, I bet. So we have 51 left. Not enough for anything. Whenever we come back, we're gonna start building a new line of rockets. Maybe something with the Stellar series in mind, but I'm not sure. I'm curious how big that new rocket is that we've unlocked, though. Godspeed, Gus.